You know, I really like to see my alma mater, the University of Virginia, in the news for cool stuff, like being the third best public school in America, or getting rated the top party school by Playboy a little while back. But one thing for which I definitely don't like seeing my alma mater in the headlines is kicking out a student after he criticized the concept of microaggressions. Let's check it out. Let me introduce you to Kiran Bhattacharya, who up until a little while ago was a medical graduate student at UVA. Kiran had attended a lecture on microaggressions in medicine and asked a few pointed questions.
Is it a requirement to be a victim of microaggression that you are a member of a marginalized group?
And no.
But in the definition, it just said you had to be a member of the marginalized group in the definition you just provided in the last slide, so that's contradictory. Yeah, follow-up question. Exactly how do you define marginalized, and who is a marginalized group? Where does that go? I mean, it seems extremely nonspecific.
And that's intentional.
Now you can tell that Kiran is just a bit skeptical about the concept of microaggressions. As he should be, it's something weaponized by activists to attribute malice to perfectly innocent questions or statements. And the student also seems just a bit flustered. But if you're a non-leftist student speaking up at one of these university-sanctioned indoctrination events, that's perfectly understandable. Still, Kiran never shouted, called the speakers names, or was otherwise disrespectful. But you wouldn't know it from a letter he received from UVA's Academic Standards and Achievement Committee. The committee chair said that Kiran's behavior was thought to be unnecessarily antagonistic and disrespectful. It then said, "We would suggest that you consider getting counseling in order to work on your skills of being able to express yourself appropriately." Wow, so you objecting to our insane ideology doesn't mean that we might want to take a step back and do some self-reflection. No, it means that you have issues and need counseling. The UVA committee alleged that Kiran violated the medical school's technical standards, which include pretty nebulous items like exhibit emotional resilience, demonstrate empathy, and show self-awareness and self-analysis of one's emotional state and reactions. Now, it's one thing for your school to promote vague values like empathy, inclusion, etc., but it's another thing entirely for a university to legislate on these platitudes and use them as excuses to discipline students who commit wrongthink, which seems to be exactly what UVA did with Kiran. The school's Academic Standards and Achievement Committee met with him a couple of weeks later. Yes, apparently all of these people were necessary for that. And the school decided to suspend Kiran for 2 semesters, citing aggressive and inappropriate interactions in multiple situations. UVA has declined to provide more info about these situations, but get this, not only has Kiran been suspended for 2 semesters, the university police also issued him a 4-year no trespass order. Here's the question of the day, Rebel viewers. What would Thomas Jefferson, who had the audacity to stand up to Britain and write the Declaration of Independence, think of the university he founded freaking out over the criticism of microaggressions? For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.